It is getting very difficult to watch this Colts team every Sunday. When is Frank Reich going to go? When is Chris Ballard going to go? When is Jim Irsay going to open up his eyes and realize that the sooner you get Frank Reich out, the happier the players get and the more they want to play. No one wants to play here. You could see towards the end of the game, no one wants to be there. I wouldn't want to be playing for Frank either. You know one thing I didn't notice about Frank? Whenever a player is injured, Frank never runs over. You know how a lot of head coaches, they run over and they try and check on them with the medical staff? Yeah, Frank Reich doesn't do that. Doesn't that seem weird for him being a player's coach? He's more of a friend than a leader, than a coach. He's like, oh yeah, we'll get it next time. Oh yeah, we'll eventually get it down. Well, by the time you get it down, this whole team, Darius Leonard's gonna be retiring. Quentin Nelson be retiring by the time you got it down. Yeah, it's ridiculous at this point. What did firing Marcus Brady do? It did nothing. It was the same result this time as it was last week and every other week, if not worse. It's ridiculous already. What, we didn't even have like 100 yards total this game? Here, let's go and look at some stats for this game. So, Sam Ehlinger, okay, we had 100 yards, okay? Sam Ehlinger had 15 completions out of 29 for 103 yards and an interception. So, the interception wasn't necessarily his fault. Threw it to Granson. Granson dropped it, tipped it, it was picked, and that was a pick six. Yeah. Our leading rusher was Sam Ehlinger. 5 carries for 39 yards. 7.8 yards per carry. Deion Jackson, 11 carries for 2.1 yards. Jordan Wilkins, 3 carries for 13 yards. Philip Lindsay, 1 carry. Campbell and Granson, 1 carry. Pierce had 1 nice catch for 23 yards. Pittman had a few catches. Wilkins had a few catches. And Jelani Woods dropped one that would have kind of set a tone. It set a tone the other way. Instead of you catching it and your offense starting out hot, offense started out cold. And it was only got worse from there. What was it, like 7 3-and-outs, 8 3-and-outs? Something like that. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It's like you get so tired of the same stuff every single week. You get tired of the little drop passes, of the little mistakes that lead into big mistakes. They're making a lot of big mistakes as well. It's not just little things, but it gets to a point where, like, it's so hard to sit here and watch it. No one wants to sit here and watch this crap right now. No one wants to. Every week I try to muster up some excitement. And I can't. I can't anymore. You see this clown mask behind me? I put that up before this game. You know, it wasn't a sweater. I made sure to make it more visible. That you can really see it, because this is what this franchise has become. Clown material. I can't even point at it right. That's what this franchise has become. Clowns, or full clowns. Oh, everything, everyone. Clean house. Clean house, please. And let's talk about the offense line a little bit first before we go into more coaching and stuff. The highest paid unit in the entire NFL, and you allowed 9 or 10 sacks. I believe it was 9. You allowed 9 sacks. And Braden Smith, one of the highest paid right tackles, garbage. He's garbage. Ever since he's been paid, he's been hurt. He's been garbage. Can't wait for his contract to be over. Can't wait for him to be gone. Ryan Kelly, can't wait for him to be gone after this year too. Kelly has been absolutely horrible. One of the highest paid centers, yeah. One of the highest paid offensive lines, yeah. My rear end too. It's ridiculous. Chris Ballard gets a non-premium. You know, he has his philosophy so inside out, it's not even funny. This team is built inside out. Not in a good way. You got, yeah, Yeah, the interior defensive line is solid. The linebackers are elite. The safeties are pretty damn good. The offensive line is supposed to be elite, especially for paying them as much as you are. Oh, the wide receivers are okay, which, whatever. The weapons are kind of there. More than the offensive line. Way more than the offensive line. I am so sick and tired of this team coming out, not being prepared. The same thing every single damn week. When is Jim Irsay going to make a change? When is there going to be any change? Yeah, fired Marcus Brady. Yeah, that was some change. Yeah, where'd it get us? How much of a difference did that make? It's not going to automatically make Braden Smith better again. It's not going to automatically make this offensive line the best in the league again. No, this offensive line is probably the worst in the league. Matthew Judon, Josh Uche, Bentley, this Patriots defensive line murdered this front. And Christian Barmore didn't even play. Christian Barmore is one of the more underrated players in the NFL, in my opinion. If he played, yeah, we probably would have allowed like 13 or 14 sacks. It is so hard to watch this football team. Sam is trying to do what he could, but at the end of the day, there's so many times where it's off target, where it's not where it should be, not making it easy on the receiver. As a quarterback, you're supposed to lead the offense and make it easy as a receiver. He's not leading the offense. He doesn't have the confidence. He overthrew Pittman. He overthrew a few guys on some big plays. I think it was actually Campbell. Nonetheless, he kind of could have put it in Kylan Grant's hands a little more. He put it a little high. Granted, Grant has to catch that, but Ehlinger doesn't have to put it that high. The only good thing about Ehlinger is that he can run. That's it. He doesn't really have the arm strength. He doesn't have the accuracy. Doesn't have that elite ball placement you want from a great quarterback. And then the coaches. Yeah. I think Gus Bradley should be the intern. I don't remember where I saw it on Twitter. I saw someone say it. If you watched the video and you said it, shut yourself out. Gus Bradley needs to be the intern head coach because the defense is making somewhat of an effort. The defense side of the ball is a million times better than the offense. Maybe bring someone up on the offensive side of the ball to coach the offense. I don't know at this point. It's just time to clean house and start fresh and start new with a young quarterback that you could build around and actually draft a quarterback instead of beating around the bush and being scared to, if I draft a wrong quarterback, you guys are going to run me out of town. Well, if you don't draft a damn quarterback at all that is somewhat talented enough to be a franchise guy, then you're going to be ran out of town regardless. Duh. It's time to stop band-aiding the premium positions. It's time to start doing them right. It's time to start drafting cornerbacks right, wide receivers right. It's time to start drafting a quarterback, a left tackle, instead of band-aiding with Eric Fisher. Getting rid of Mark Lewinsky and Chris Reed was one of the worst things that Chris Ballard has ever done. One of the worst things he has ever done. I can't, guys. This is just a video of me expressing my anger, my frustrations. Feel free in the comment section to go wild. Please go wild. Please. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your straight up thoughts. And start Nick Foles next week. Start him next week. It's either bad for Bryce or something for Stroud. I don't remember what it was, but that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan is welcome. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, Put the post notification bell on for sending future videos. And this is JDW Sports Talk Show signing off.